moods today. Might be, if I feel like I might play some video games later or something, but we got, some of these orcs to be painted. Let me see if I can grab one, that we can see. Let me just lower the music over here. Let's put this down. We got this. Let me grab one. They're meant to look like this. It's not completely finished. I still gotta do the base. We got like the orange skin, the brownish coat, and the gold. You know, just painting orcs. So I'll leave that off to the side just so I know what I'm aiming for. I think I dry brushed these a long time ago to get them ready to be painted, but to me it just wasn't done well enough. Let me see something. I think what I can do, Camilo, what's up? I think what I'm gonna do right now is I'm gonna set the I should be able to get chat to pop up on the screen. This should be working. That looks a little bit different than what I thought that was gonna look like. YouTube chat right here. Let's try this. There we go. That looks a bit better. I'll leave that like that. Okay, back to painting. Thank you for liking the video. I see that. Yo, Billy, what's good? Cabilo, what up? Oh, this is nice. Oh, this is funny. I wonder why you have that #1 next to your name, Billy. I'm not seasoned enough of a live streamer yet to know. Yo, real talk, I could be streaming. Thank you for liking the video. I see that. I could be streaming every day of my life, technically. Let's see if I can zoom this in. If you're wondering what we're listening to right now, these are called binaural beats. Binaural beats is a form of sound or music that, if you'll notice, if you listen very carefully, it's kind of pulsating a bit. And what it does is it sends two different frequencies into the sound on each side of your on the left side of your head, your ear, and the right ear. And then because you have two different sounds kind of happening at one time, your body tries to find a balance in between the both of them. In other words, it kind of forces you to be relaxed. Which is what I do when I want to focus. But I was thinking I could come on here and we can go over, people were talking about going over deck lists, building commander decks and stuff. These are all things we can do. But I just gotta get in the habit of getting on stream. Out of that for a second. A little bit. I'm gonna be real. A little bit. Anxiety in a way that, you know, you kind of want everything to be perfect and to look good and to be quality, and you're not sure what people are gonna think. But, you know, if I learned anything about life, it's like you can't stop people from thinking that way. So you just gotta like roll with it. Like, it's almost like feeling uncomfortable is, how do you say, almost, I think no one is immune to it. So wouldn't that make feeling uncomfortable normal? You know what I mean? Thank you for liking the video. And if feeling comfortable is normal, or feeling uncomfortable is normal, then just surrender to it. You know what I mean? Just let it be. See, that looks a lot. Look how much brighter this one looks to this one. You know, and then when we apply the paint to them later, this one will, the colors will pop a lot more because it's just a bit brighter. You guys playing any Magic recently or something? Thank you for liking the video. But Camilo, you know what helps for anxiety? A life coach? Yo, bud, what's good? Apparently you're number 2, bro. I don't know what that means, but you're number 2 right now. A sociologist? Maybe. But not, no. Technically, I'm a therapist. So like I get paid money to keep people calm. In the lightest way I can talk about that. And I don't know if I'm making you guys calm right now, but stuff like this I have to do so that when I go to my job and people are not calm, I'm always calm, and it just forces people to be calm. Unless something is going on with the Brooklyn Nets and the New York Giants, that's the only time when I'm not calm. That's pretty much it. But like what I was saying before, if we were talking about anxiety, I don't know if you've ever heard of ashwagandha before. You know, anxiety is an interesting feeling because it's like, it's almost like a tightness in your chest a bit that you feel. And I don't know if you've ever had like muscular pain or like muscle aches. And you take Advil to kind of relieve that muscular pain or something like that. Ashwagandha does the same thing but for anxiety. It just relieves the stress, which is nice. I need that white paint again. So, just so y'all see what we're working towards right now, we got this is the goal. It's to get them all to look something like this. This one's not finished. I still got to put stuff on the base so that it's really done. But that's what we're aiming towards right now. I've never seen that word in my life before. It's an herb. It would be, Camilo, it would be an herb, so like a plant. But yeah, they have it in they crush it down and put it inside of a pill. But if somebody's on prescription medications, you gotta obviously talk to your doctor before you do anything. Yeah, and it's like Advil. Like, you don't want to live on Advil either. You shouldn't be taking ashwagandha all the time, because your liver has to what's the word? Liver has to digest it. Where, what's the word? Break it down. Thank you for liking the video. Man, that's why we wipe off the paint, bro. That was way too much paint on that brush. This already looks so much better. Yeah, that stuff is probably super strong. If you see, it's like lighter on some spots than it is on others. When we apply the water paint to this, it'll be a bit lighter over here than it is on the darker edges, and it kind of creates like this natural, super easy contrast. Makes it look like you know what you're doing when you paint. But I don't even call this painting. It feels like I'm coloring. There's some real painters out there that do some real stuff. Last one. Man, already, dude. This is already. It's going by fast. These little orcs, man. These orcs are cool. They're fun. Yo, I was able to order. I never realized when I set up the merch store that they gave me. I ordered it and then they gave me a different price than what's on the store just so I could have it, which I was very grateful for. And now I ordered one of the jerseys, the baseball jerseys, on the store. So now that's gonna be maybe by next week. Should be here. I'm excited to see it. I hope it looks good. I kind of felt weird talking about merch without actually ordering it and seeing it myself. I'll be like the model for the merch. You know, the only thing I really need to get the paint on is the pants, because that's gonna be like a brownish gray. And then the skin, like in that corner right there, is gonna be tough to reach. But it's whatever. But this is gonna be gold. So I got one kind of painted over here. So it'll look something like that. But I gotta get the gold on the rest of like that silver right there. Like that should be gold. That should be gold. That should be gold. These are rockets. These are called, what are they called? I think I forgot. Rocket boys? Let me look it up. Hold up. What are they called? Flyer boys? I'm so off. Storm boys. Wow. Tells you how much I know about Warhammer. But it's fun. It's a relatively new army. I have never even played a game with this army yet. This one's the tough one right here. He's got this weapon that does like a ton of damage. It's so much damage, you're only allowed to have one of them in a group of 5. I think maybe 2 in a group of 10, I'm not sure, but like just one of these, one attack from that lands from this thing can kill 1 Space Marine. Whereas for the other weapons, which is just like this, just like axe over here, you need to land 2 hits with that to kill a Space Marine. It's a good thing they attack a lot, but these guys right here, you don't really try to do a lot of damage with. They really just fly around the table. They're pretty fast because they have rockets strapped to their back. Excuse me. And they just score points, fly around, block things. They're just, these models right here are just annoying. That's what they are. They're really good at being really annoying. You want to talk about annoying? This model right here, if it's shooting the closest enemy unit, every model in the unit gets 1 extra attack, and it's normally 3, so it goes to 4. You have 10, so you get an extra 10 shots because of math. And it happens on your turn, and when your opponent tries to move on their turn, you can attack again. And it's just really tough. Cavalry, like I almost said Henry Cavill. It's about to be a bad joke. Yeah, but I feel like even with cavalry, I feel like that's like they do damage. There's actually they're called squig hog riders, like this. I'm gonna paint this one of these days. Like this. This would be more like the cavalry. So you have a boss riding on here, and then this thing does a ton of damage. But I don't know if you noticed, like there's a small gap right here where it's not touching. So I kind of have to grab some paste and put it in between the edges over here just to seal this up a little bit. Because for whatever reason, it just wouldn't seal properly. And yeah, so I had to fix that. So I'll put that back. If you want to see one already painted, I have one right here. I'm gonna have to zoom out the camera. Okay. So yeah, so like that's the base. We have like lava. I'm a nerd. These are, I'm calling these golden orcs. They live on a world where there is an abundance of gold, and they took all the gold, and now they have no gold left, so they travel the universe searching for gold. So every how do you say? Every tank or anything they have is made out of full gold. And on their home world is like a I'm such a loser. Look, on their home world is like a volcano world. So what I did was on their base I put like rocks, and then I painted them gold, so it looks like there's just gold on the floor in their world. And then I don't know if you can see it, but that's like supposed to be lava on the bottom over there. It doesn't too fly, but it gets the job done. But yeah, anyway. This is what the big guy, the other big guy is gonna look like. Let's see if I can get this to zoom in. Just yeah, kind of like that. He's got the purple mouth with the brown skin. He was originally blue, then I changed it. I think it works. Looks a little bit more natural than the other one that I had, and it kind of fits better with the paint scheme. Moral of the story, I have no life. This is what I think about. That, magic, work, my dog, and the gym. Yeah, I'm getting, I think the gym videos, dude, they were popping off a couple weeks ago, man. They were popping off. But I think I'm looking at the numbers and they're kind of slowing down a bit. So I'm thinking about, instead of just recording inside the gym and then clipping things out, like what if I went live inside the gym and just worked out on stream? And then if anybody had any questions, they could just do that over there. Can you make up your own factions? Yeah, technically you can. I mean, that's what I did over here. Because orcs are normally green, but not these, not the golden orcs. These are smart orcs, because they have gold in their brains. Yet, you know, there's something you can eat called colloidal gold that actually improves the way that your brain functions. It's almost like a lubricant towards the synapses inside your brain. Helps you think faster. So that's what's happening to these orcs, because they eat the gold in my brain. Okay, I think that is all of them. I think I can start painting their skin now, which is exciting. Yeah, I really needed to put... I was procrastinating so hard on doing this. But now they're done with that. Cool. I mean, technically I could do the others, but I just want to do what I need to do, what I want to do. So this is the goal. The golden orc. I don't have a name for him yet. That would be cool, actually. Okay, I gotta grab my... This is called... Don't mind the horror of what this looks like. Glyph Hound Orange. I think I gotta buy another pot of paint for this soon. I will leave the paint right there. Let's start with... Did this glue? Yeah, it did. Cool. Let's start with this guy right here. He just looks like he wants to get painted right now. So I'm gonna grab a light brush. I don't know if this is gonna work. Let me wet the brush. Yeah, this should be good. Just trying to take all this excess paint that I don't need on here off of it. I hope everybody's having a good day, man. You guys do anything fun today, dude? I just got out of... I go to church on Saturdays so that I don't have to go on Sunday. I don't know if that's a good thing for me to say or not, but I get to just do whatever. Okay, this should be good. Painting orcs. So you just gotta go. And you'll notice that when I'm painting this, I'm always gonna move the brush to where when it's done, it just slides off the model. You never want to end it on the model, because then it looks like it'll start to pool. Even though this is like the base layer of painting, so it doesn't necessarily matter too much. Damn, Camilo, really? Sister's boyfriend's birthday party. That's super fun. Let's go. Apparently you're number 1. You're sick, bro. That stinks. That's when you know. BTD, thank you for wishing that he feels better. That's why I drink ginger water, bro. It's literally why I drink ginger water, just to keep that stuff from happening. What kind of magic stuff would you guys want to see on stream, though? I kind of have an idea of something I would like to do. I think it'd actually be really fun. I think it'd be really fun and funny, actually. Is that his arm? Yeah, it is. Do you want me to give away the secrets, bro? Should I say it? I kind of want to just like surprise. But then again, if I don't tell you guys, then I'm probably never gonna do it. Even though I think it would be a really funny idea. I think the I don't know. Goofy commanders. Like it's kind of like a test almost, like a fun like event that I think everyone would get a kick out of, and has to have magic. The only thing is though, is like every time I upload, I spend a lot of time thinking about different kinds of videos I can make and upload. It's kind of what forced me to go just start working out inside the gym, because I constantly upload videos that I want people to like be like, oh, cause I feel like when you're on YouTube, bro, you kind of got to make your own thing and do your own thing. Like people, oh, I go to this channel because of this, you know? And I feel like magic is something where everybody has cards, so it's not like you can be super unique about it, because it's all the same thing, really, you know? So like I'll make like unique content, and then I find that other content creators start making the same content, and then they have not infinitely, but a lot more subscribers than me. And then they just run with it, and then the views that I had like drops off heavy. Like I used to do the 5 tips to win, like the pre-con strategy guides, and the Final Fantasy pre-cons came out, and I uploaded the video. I did everything that I normally do, right? And then I was looking at my analytics and the numbers for the views I normally get, because when I get those videos and I make them, those videos is the reason why I can afford to continue to make the videos. The videos that the money, the ad revenue that I make on the videos pays for the decks that lets me make the videos. So it's just like this, like a revolving door almost. Hey, this guy's done for now. He is a very dark orange. I have this orange over here that we're gonna place on the skin later as like a highlight, alongside this one orange brown over here as well, to make him look super cool. But yeah, so I'll do that. But the Final Fantasy pre-cons came out, and bro, like, the amount that I would normally get of views, we're talking like maybe, 3,000-4,000 in like a week or something, and I was at like 800. And I'm like, yo, like, what's going on? Like, I literally, dude, it was so intense. I actually emailed YouTube. I was like, yo, what's going on with my channel right now? Like, why are my videos not pulling or getting views? And then my YouTube rep was just like, I don't know. And I was like, okay, fine, I'll just live with it. And then I'm scrolling on YouTube one day, and there's a channel called Tana MTG, and he created a video that literally says how to play guide for each of the Final Fantasy precons, but they came out a month before my videos did, and those videos had like 17,000 views, maybe more than 17,000 views. And I was like, oh, like people already consumed this, because he made the video not when the decks came out, like what I normally do. He did it when the deck list released, which is always weeks before, many weeks before the decks actually come out. So now I have to, it's like a race. So now I have to, I can't wait for the Edge of Eternity's cards to come out. I have to just create the deck list or the video the moment the deck list appears, so that I can, be there, because other people are starting to move into the genre that I kind of created. Because I was really the only one making videos saying like, this is what you do with this card, this is what you do here, this is how you think about this. And he made a good video, man. It's very detailed, so I'm not even trying to like, I literally congratulated him. I was like, wow, you did good work. I commented on his video. But now I have to like, but that's my point with YouTube. Like, we're playing a game that it's easily copyable, and YouTube is a money thing. It's everything you're here is like it's like a business. So he's just trying to make money and support his community. And his community obviously supports him really well, so that he can make the content and do the things that he's doing. But it's just, yeah, it'd be, and this has happened. This is not even the first time this has happened. This happens a lot for me and my channel and the things that I do. There's a lot of other stories I can say, but you know, that's why I went to the gym, because I was like, if I go to the gym, yeah. But I went to the gym that first day because I was like, look, if you know what, if you're gonna go into the gym and make YouTube videos like me, hats off to you guys, bro. Like, just hats off to you guys. I was like, going to the gym is the one thing I think that these people are not gonna try to copy or emulate. I don't want to say copy because he did his thing in his own way. A Patreon, Camilo? I don't know. I don't know if I'm... I don't know what the timing of that would be like. You know? If I do a Patreon, I feel like that's gonna... Maybe I should do that. But then it's gonna be, we're gonna be on stream like every day. You know, if I do a Patreon, that means that I'm going full time with this. You know? And that's what I want to do. I want to just make content full time. I want to be a life coach for this community that everybody can just use as a resource. I just want to be like gaming's life coach. I feel like there's no, you know, you have people, streamers that talk and help and do this, but none of them are actually like certified, you know, coaches. And I feel like I can do that. I know I can do that. But you know, I think, Camilo, it's one of those things where like I'll go as fast or and as far as my community lets me. That's really it, bro. Everything that I do is completely based on the reaction and the response I get from the people that consume the content. So it's like I want to get to a place where like my channel is a little bit more well known in the community, and then I think I can start talking and doing, like, I have like 75,000 ideas that I know that if I do, people are gonna like a lot. Like, it's gonna be like some of the funniest, like most intense, like hilarious Magic the Gathering content like ever. Not ever, but like it's gonna be exciting, I'll say. People are gonna laugh like a lot. But I just can't do it, or I feel like I can't do it because I don't want to just feed everybody else. I don't feel like doing that anymore. Like, I don't know. I just feel like I just need to keep my ideas to myself and just slowly grow the channel. And then once I have a really strong foothold where when I do one of those things, people are like, oh, like that came from Garden State EDH. Like, and somebody does it, if somebody creates the same type of content, they'll be like, oh, like you're copying Coach. And but then I feel like once I have that foothold, like it doesn't matter if they copy at that point. Like I don't care. I just feel like it's like yeah, you guys ever see that controversy that's going on right now with I forget his name. I forget these people's names. It's like this channel where they would upload a video, and then all these streamers that didn't like the dude, H3, they would upload a video, and then other content creators would upload videos watching their videos and be like, don't watch their video on their channel so they don't get paid for it. Watch their video on our channel. I'll just react to it. And they wouldn't even really react to it. They would just watch it from beginning to end, pretty much. And now he's like suing them for like basically stealing views and stealing money. But like, so, you know, it's not like I'm the only person in the world like dealing with it. And I don't even think like I would ever, even if it was, I would totally, you know, I think it's, how do I say this? I don't have that kind of mindset to go after people like that. I'm going to be free from living that life. You know, but just because it is what it is. But maybe, Camilo, maybe the Patreon. Like, I have a Discord. Thank you for liking the video. I just saw that. I apologize. It took me a long time to say that. Say thank you. But, the Patreon could help with the creation of a community, like have a Discord of similar. Like, I have a Discord. We got like 150 people in the Discord. But it's, I don't know, Camilo, like, I personally, like, I don't know if if I don't feel comfortable, but like, I don't know, there has to be a moment in time where I can sit here and like you can sit there as a viewer and you'd be like, all right, like this is the time where the community is gonna support Coach to go full-time on his channel and just stream and just create content. Life coach the community that supports him on Patreon. And it's really just like, my question is, because I'm relatively new to this, like, how do I make that dive? Like, how do I take that leap in that direction, you know? And it's just being patient and trying to figure that out. But I feel like I'm very grateful for Tana taking my how to play videos, because it would have, if he never created the how to play videos, I would have never went into the gym. I still would be exactly like, I would not be streaming right now. You know, I wouldn't have, dude, I've gained almost 3,000 subscribers in 3 weeks, which is insanity, bro. Insane to me. So I'm very grateful that things happen. I guess everything happens for a reason. But I don't want to feel like I'm forcing people to be like, all right, guys, help me right now. Here's a Patreon. Everybody pay 99 cents. Let's do this. Like, I don't know. I don't know if that's like, and maybe that's just, I shouldn't think like that, but I'm just being human. I think that has to just be something where I ask the community, because I feel like it's a community thing. Like, I'm getting some companies starting to reach out to ask me to do promotion and ads for them, getting those emails, and that certainly helps. You see, I forgot to put some of that white paint on his hand right here. See how dark it is? It should be a lot brighter. I think I'm just gonna not touch that spot, and I'll hit it with the white later. But you know what though? What's gonna be fun is that eventually it's all going to happen. I'm sure of it. I believe it. And the community that we have is gonna be tremendous, dude. Tremendous. Because it's not even the community that we have here. What I notice, like when companies reach out to me, they're like, because the companies are trying to sell products, so they want to run like ads on the channel, and they're like, all right, well, tell us about your subscribers. And I'm like, bro, you want to know about my subscribers? I'm like, these people, you know what I noticed? There's a lot of high, how do you say, like, people that are really well, I don't want to say well adjusted to life, if that's really the term, but just high character, high quality people. Like I'll go in some YouTube videos and I look at their comments, or I go in some live streams, I look at the people talk to each other, what people say. It's not like that, bro. We got like a highly intelligent, empathetic, understanding, healthy, strong people, like responsible people in our community, like very humble, self-aware. These are just the things that I notice. And I don't know how that translates to these companies when I say all these things to them, but that's just what I notice. So whenever the community does grow to the point where a Patreon exists, Camilo, and there's like Magicons, and then all of the OGs get together and we're all chilling at like a Magicon event, and we're all playing Magic, dude. Yo, that's gonna be so tough, dude. That's gonna be so fun. Yo, one time I was in Philly for, there's something called Command Fest. I don't know if they do Command Fest anymore, unfortunately, but there's something called Command Fest. Oh, we could totally do gym content with viewers, bro. That's 100% gonna happen. 1,000,000% going to happen, bro. You know what? You know what would be tough, dude? I could literally go to one of the gyms over here that I used to go to, that I used to train at, and be like, yo, let me run a group session for a day, and then we'll cap it at a certain number. And then we can just run like a group class inside the gym, dude. Like we could, you know what we could actually do? Instead of going to a gym like that, we could go to like a CrossFit gym that's just like this big open space with all these different weights. I know there's a town not too far away from where I live, and they have a giant CrossFit gym with just all the weights we could ever need and want to use. That's actually, dude, like I was over there one time and they held a class with like 70 people. I was like, wow, this is actually really intense. But Command Fest does exist. Word. All right, so then I gotta look at Command Fest then. But I got sidetracked. I'm being ADHD right now. I forgot what I was saying. Oh yeah, about the gym, like, but you know, like this is the way this works, just so you all can be prepared for what may happen in the future. Over here in Jersey, you fly into Newark Airport. Newark Airport is in Newark. Newark Airport is in, I think, Passaic County in New Jersey. And where this event would be located is in a town called Morristown. Morristown is in Morris County, which is maybe 30 minutes, 25 minutes if you drive fast from the Newark Airport. So it's, in other words, it's really close. You could take an Uber into Morristown. And inside Morristown is like the cleanest city you can. If Central Park was just New York City, that's what Morristown is. Morristown has every type of food you could want. Morristown has a giant hotel, multiple hotels that you can choose from, places to stay. The one hotel actually has a movie theater attached to it. So yo, like if I flew here from Germany, going to Newark, chilling in Morristown, I wake up in the morning, go to the gym inside the hotel, go downstairs, watch a movie because I can. You can walk out of that hotel, literally, listen to this. You can walk out of that building, make a left, you make a left, you're gonna see like a giant, they call it the Green, which is basically like a giant park. Walk across the park, and then you can get your hair cut on that same thing, but right next to it, there's an arcade where a bank used to exist. They call it the Vault. And you can go over there and just play as many video games and pinball and whatever you want directly across the street from the hotel. They sell this sushi place where they sell sushi rolls that are like the size of my fist. Like just huge sushi, dude. And then there's a whole bunch of other like high-end restaurants, and a lot of bars over there too, like a million bars. And that would be fun too. And but where that arcade is, if you go back down the street where the park is, instead of going, how do you say, like north west, like diagonal in that direction, you would just keep going west across the park, make a left down the street, and down that street is where the giant CrossFit gym is. So everything's like right there. And so we could hold a giant event over there, and it would be just epic, bro. Epic. A lot of fun. But I think in terms of Magic the Gathering related, because I just talked about a lot of things that had nothing to do with Magic, in Morris County there's a store in, so how do I say this? There's about 6 to 7 game stores, all within 30 minutes of one another. And they all have Commander nights on different days. So like Monday is at this store, Tuesday is at this store, Wednesday is at this store, Thursday is at this store, and whatever. So technically, like if you flew in on a Monday, you just chill. Tuesday, you go to work out, go eat, and then like 3, 4, or 5 o'clock, you show up at the store and just play Magic with people. And then you go back to your hotel, chill, you go out to a bar or something if you want, and then go back to the hotel, sleep, wake up in the morning, go work out again, and then you can go to a different store that night. And like every single night you would be able to go to a different store in the area, and it's kind of like a Magic the Gathering vacation. Just meeting different people, doing different things. I should create like a brochure, like a guide video to be like, if we ever do that, To be like, this is where you're staying, this is what it's like, this is how much it probably was going to cost you, this is, you know, where you're going to Uber to, this is what it's like when you walk in the store. And then that way, like, people just have this, like, pilgrimage. You guys get to see orc for life, dude. It's funny that you're talking to me right now while I'm painting orcs. But I feel like it's a Magic the Gathering nerd vacation. It's the best. It's a lot of fun. Thank you for liking the video. How do you approach your play group that your deck building skills? I'm getting kind of worked constantly. Maybe the answer is just get good. Well, when you say you're not doing good, what does that mean? Like, are you competing, or are you just not winning at all? Are you the first person taken out? Or are you like second place? Do you have no chance? Are you getting mana flooded? Like, what happens? But yo, like, one time when I went to Command Fest in Philadelphia, I played inside this event and I met this dude and I was like, what's good? We played, it was fun. And then I saw him afterwards and we kept playing. And then that was like the end of the first day. And then Command Fest is just the best, dude. And I go back the second day to go start playing Magic again. I meet up with this dude again, and we're playing. And long story short, he actually, like, he's like, people call you Coach, right? I was like, whoa. I was like, you can just call me Kevin. Like, I don't know why you would call me Coach. And he's like, yeah, you have this YouTube channel, right? And I was like, oh my god. This is like way when my channel was like a lot smaller than it is now. And he's like, yeah, I'm subscribed to your channel. I was just too nervous to tell you. I was like, let's go. That was so exciting, man. That was like one of the best moments ever. That was so funny. And now every time I go to Philly, I always hit him up. I'm like, yo, let's go. We gonna play. He's the best. All he has is a million angel decks, dude. Literally, just angels. He doesn't play anything but angels. It's so cool. He's a cool dude. But they don't go to Philly anymore, man. They don't put any of those Command Fests in Philly. Like, there's the event organizers are taking us apart. No Diddy. A deck building guide. I post in the Discord when I finish. Strong opinions. See what people think. Yeah, do what you gotta do. Orc, bro, I'm still waiting for you to tell me what's going on, unless you're typing away. Or if it's a lot too much to type, you could just type it all on the Discord like Camilo. You could do that. Alright guys, we got 3 orcs left after this. This is kind of difficult to reach over here with his abs. Okay. I love this color. I was kind of aiming for World of Warcraft orcs, because I feel like the World of Warcraft orcs are orange. I just think they look so good. Thank you for liking the video. I just saw that. Thank you. Or how do you say thank you in German? I gotta learn how to speak German. You know Germany is 3rd place for my most viewed country. It's USA, Canada, and then Germany. I gotta learn how to speak German, bro. I think it's Danke. Danke is how I say thank you. I want to know how to say I don't know what you're saying in German. Like, what do you mean? That's like my go-to. That's like the first thing I want to learn in every language. Thank you for liking the video. Because if I don't know what you're saying, if I don't know what you're saying, I'm gonna just be forced to act like I know what you're saying, and I don't want to do that. I'd rather just tell you, like, I have no idea what you're trying to tell me right now. Dankeschön. What does the 2 dots on the O mean? What is that? I know that in French, you say je ne comprends pas. Je ne comprends pas would mean like je ne comprends pas. Like, I don't understand what you're saying. Danke is thank you, right? That doesn't mean I don't know what you're saying. Yo, you know, it'd be tough to go play Magic in Germany, bro. That would be so epic, dude. To go work out and play Magic in Germany, dude. Woo! That sounds like a lot of fun. I gotta bring my dog, though. My Puerto Rican dog. He'll be chilling. Thank you for liking the video. I see that. I see that. I'm telling you guys, next week, the new Tekken character. That O is O-E combined. Makes sense. Go grab a German Ugin. Oh, geez, I'm grabbing all the German cards. Is like OE, so like put an English word with the OE in it, so I still know what that means, or what it sounds like. Like OE. Or just like John Doe, like O. Or is there an eh sound from the E? How do I balance 40K at MTG? Yeah, well, I'll tell you right now, you don't have a girlfriend. Number one. That's how you balance. That's a big portion, because the moment you have a girlfriend or a wife, you have to let go of one of these automatically. That's the trade. And you know, I also think like you balance it through time. Like once a year, I'll go ham on Warhammer models, and then that'll just keep me satiated to work on stuff for a very long time. You just don't spend a lot of money all at once, BTD. Because what I would say, and even on top of that, there are a lot of people that do that. And then what they do is they sell their armies on eBay for really cheap, bro. And then I look at Warhammer models like if I would look at buying a PlayStation or an Xbox. You know, I spend $200-300 on something that I'm gonna spend a lot of time being involved with. And if I really need to, or just don't like playing the army, like I can just sell it and get my money back. But I love these. I tell my girlfriend right now that I'm picking up 40K. It was good for you, man. That's a blessing. I mean, I would gladly trade 40K for a girlfriend right now. I would gladly do that. But it doesn't mean I'm not having fun playing 40K. One day. This brush is getting all slicked up. Okay. Alright guys, we have... Alright, so just so I can stretch a bit. Alright. Look, we have 2 more of the Beast Snagga boys over here. Let me zoom out for a second. I'm just gonna call it intermission time. So we got 2 more Beast Snaggas. And then we have 4 Storm Boys, I remember. These guys that I still have to paint the skin for. And then they're gonna look like this. See if I can get the camera to focus. Yeah. That's the goal. To get them as close as possible to look like that. I got a game on Thursday that I'm gonna play, so I need them to be sufficiently painted. Where's my dog? What are you doing, dude? Let me see that. I think he needs to go use the bathroom. Yeah, he needs to use the bathroom. So I'm gonna let my little dude use the bathroom. I'm gonna put the volume of the music all the way up. I will be right back. I wish there was something like I could make here that would look interesting, so that you didn't just see this. I need like a screensaver or something. Let me actually find a screensaver right now. Okay, well, take the word bird or the name Kirk. Bird. So the bird or the name Kirk, and you get an impression of O. The I-R is what the O sounds like. Oh. It's gonna take me a minute to learn how to speak German, dude. Oh, you know what I can do? Hold up. I think I got something over here for you guys. I got something. We can go like that. We got this kid dancing. We got, let me just move this girl over here. She's dancing. They're dancing. Bird. Where's that one? Oh, she's dancing. There, he's dancing. Where's this one? Oh, we got this kid over here. He's chilling too. Where we got another one? We got a lot. Okay, peanuts. There's another one right here. This guy's doing his thing. We got Squidward. All right, we're almost done. We got Squidward, and then we got SpongeBob. I said it. And then we got this. She's chilling too. And then that's it. And then I can just press this button and they all go away. Alright guys, I gotta take my dog out. I still need to learn the phrase of what it means to how do you say I don't know in German? That's the question of my life. Ich weiß es nicht. I'm back. The deed has been done. The dog is happy. Sometimes I feel like that's that's just what I live for. My dog. Let's move all the dancing people. Where are the dancing people? There it is. Okay. That has finished. Okay. So we got this. It's gonna take a while, but we're gonna get there. Okay, skin on 2 more orcs. This, where's the brush I was using? It's not that one. That's not that one. It's definitely not that one. Oh, it's right here. I found it. My little dude is called... He is an Australian Kelpie. Australian Kelpie. Hold up. Yeah. A black, all black Australian Kelpie. I love him so much, dude. That's a great picture. Well, that's a brown one, though. There he is. That's actually a really nice picture. Can I save this image, please? So he looks like this. Literally that. Almost exactly that. Here's him going fast. What is an AFVIF file? Is that one image that I can use? But yeah, that's Hiro. Yeah, dude, he's... I was nerding out about the Kelpie dogs, and they were like, how did they ever make the first ever Australian Kelpie? And I need to do something with this paint. They were like, what they think happened was that they let a Kelpie dog, that the farmers would leave it outside chained, and then appropriate to talk about, but overnight that dog mated with a dingo, and then it gave birth to what they have now, which is an Australian Kelpie dog. It's basically part dingo, part dog. Oh, I forgot to put my bad cover. I forgot to put the music down. But yeah, he's basically part dingo, part dog. Thank you for telling me. Yeah, he's a fun dog. Listens very well. But sometimes he does act like a dingo. Which is why I bring it up. Dude, I think these... You know, we got 2 giveaways going on right now as well. So 2 videos, if they get to 1,000 subs, then one deck is gonna be for one person, and the other deck is gonna be me building a deck for them to give to a new player. And then I think that's just how the giveaways are gonna be from that point on. I'm just gonna build decks for people to give to new players, because I feel like that'll be a little bit easier on my wallet and more fiscally responsible. But I think it's a fair trade, because if I get more subscribers, it's kind of like the other videos that I make, or the pre-con videos, where the pre-con videos I make pay for the next pre-con videos that I make. So to me, that's a fair trade. Who's your favorite 40k card commander? You know what's funny, BTD? I'm not even sure if I even own one. I have all of them, but I don't even think I play one. If I was to pick, I basically took all the decks and I just split them apart, because the cards are just so good and that went so well on my other commander decks that I split them apart. But if I had to pick one that would be my favorite, like if I was to build one for sure. Jose, what's up, dude? Long time no see. If I was to build one for sure, I think it would be Be'lakor, because he's basically Warstorm Surge for demons, which I think is excellently awesome. Be'lakor, Abaddon seems fun. I also like the red Tyrannid dude. I forget what his name is. The Red Death, I think his name is. I thought that was pretty cool. Be'lakor. Yeah, dude, that's like... You know, the only thing is, like, I could build it, but like I have so many demon decks, or one demon deck that I really like. I don't know why I haven't even brought up this deck on the channel once, bro. I need to talk to people about building this demon deck, dude. Demons are so fun. I don't know if you guys can hear the fireworks. Thank you for liking the video. I just saw that. I see when you like things. Yeah, dude. Yeah, I paint these bad boys so that I can roll dice intensely. I love Warhammer, dude. You know, I make Magic the Gathering content because that's what I started, but if I had to say which game I have more fun playing, I really like... Thank you for liking the video. I really like... What's up, Papa? What do you want? Oh, you're scared? It's the fireworks, man. He gets like so scared. Let me get my dog a pillow so we can lay down over here. Just give me a second. What does your Bellacore deck do? Alright, so my dog is now been satiated. Or not. He's not even gonna. He's just gonna stand on the pillow right next to me. He's not even gonna lay on. Whatever, dude. You'd think that they would have used all of the fireworks last night. I don't know if I can paste the mod field here. What is the mod field? You mean the deck list? Oh, I don't think you can either. Just post it in the Discord. Are you in the Discord? Post it in a Discord, and then yeah, then just post it over there, and then people over there can see. I'll take a look at it. What does your demon deck do? Like, what's the GG? What's the win condition? Just play a lot of demons? Because in mine, dude, I love my dude. Word. I love my demon deck. It's just so good, dude. It's just so much fun. Mostly because there's just a million. Thank you for liking the video. There's just like a million tutors. Because that's just what demons do. Runescar demon tutors, burning rune demon tutors. Sacrifice a creature to tutor. But I play, I don't know if you guys know what Anya Falconwrath is. So you can tap Anya and she will let you discard a card and then draw a card. And then if you discard a card with, if you discard a card with Madness, you get to untap Anya. So what I do is I'll discard a demon by turn 4. Anya gets on the table by turn 3. Discard demon turn 4 with Anya. And then you use the 4 mana to, like once a week. You use the 4 mana, sometimes more, to cast a reanimation spell, and you get to play the 8 mana value demon on turn 4. Which is just the best feeling of all time. And then when the demons enter the battlefield, I'll play cards like Shifting Shadow that forces me to sacrifice my demons, but when they die, I just reveal cards off the top of my library until I find another demon and put that demon into play. And then I'll just reanimate the demon that was sacrificed to search for another demon. And then you'll have abilities like Warstorm Surge. Some people just taking a ton of damage. And then you'll play cards like Molten Reflection, calling demons. And then you make copies of the demons. So you get 2 copies of each demon as they enter the battlefield. And it's just like a lot. It's super fun. Yep. Feels good. Yeah, I think that's it. Okay. I think that's all of the orcs. So because that was very monotonous, I feel like I need to do something fun right now. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna pick a model and I'm gonna get, yeah, that one's good too. And I'm gonna paint an entire model from beginning to end, just so I get the skills of it, so that I can feel good when I go to painting all of them. So how about we paint the first guy, which I think was this one. We'll paint this guy from beginning to end, and then I'll have a good idea on how to paint all the rest. So all the rest can just go over there. They all get the orange skin. Okay, so let's do this. Word. Welcome to the Discord, Camilo. Okay, so first things first, we got to paint his pants, because my brother ain't gonna be walking around with gray pants. I wonder how you say gray pants in German. I'm gonna walk around Germany and everybody's gonna be like, why is this Puerto Rican saying gray pants? I gotta get this brush ready. It's not really like, it's not. Okay. I wonder if, let me see something, because if I, hold on, let me see if I can open up Discord. Oh wow, the sound thing wasn't even on. I wonder why that turned off. Discord. Nosotros entienden. Ya sé. Alright, I'm in the Discord. Let me go like this. And then let me open up a new window. Window capture. I'm gonna label this Discord. Create new. Oh, Discord. Alright, so the screen may change. Alright. If I go like this. Let me actually just size this down a little bit. Okay. So general, we got people uploading a lot actually. Welcome. 3 new people, look at that. Oh my god. This guy's username is so intense. What was I looking at? Did you upload in deck lists? Camilo. Then I don't think this is gonna appear. And then I think I have to go to. Let's see if I can find a. One day when I'm a good streamer, all the stuff will already be set. We'll do it live. Is that flipped? Hold up, guys. Transform. Rotate, flip horizontally. Yeah, there we go. Let me go like that. It's slowly coming together. Okay. Olé. All right, let's take a look at this. Bellicor. Enters the battlefield, he draws cards, lose X life or X is the number of demons you control. Nice. So I'm assuming you're gonna want to blink him, I'm sure. Just so that you get all those triggers. Valor. You have 23 creatures. Weapon Impersonator, Gyruda, Harvester of Souls, Herald of Slanesh, Nightscape Familiar. Yes, Herald of Slanesh. So you're creating the tokens just like what I was just talking about, bro. These tokens that's a nice style with the demons, dude. Just getting multiple copies of each one as they enter is always fun, especially when they tutor. Imagine making multiple copies of, ooh, this deck looks nasty. Sakashima. Making multiple copies of Runescarred Demons. Stunt double, spark double. Ooh, Titan of Lichara, nice. Villis. Evoker of Blood. Enemy Dead, Heartless Summoning. Oh, this deck is excellent. Yeah, that's what I was saying. The Molten Echoes, dude. The card right here is real. Entomb. Sideboard. So these are the cards you may add. But how does it play? I feel like you have 23 creatures. You have so many instants. So many instants. So many artifacts. Yeah, I feel like I would have, you know what's cool about this is that you have the creatures that are copies. So like if I take this and I group or I sort this by mana value, you know, looking down, the mana value of this deck is pretty high. Like the majority of, well, and actually it really isn't really high actually. Oh wow, this is an interesting commander deck. But a lot of these cards... That's interesting, you know? Seems like... It seems like, read the primer, please. Oh, okay. Hold up. Let me see. I don't know what I just did. How do I get to the primer? Click to view this theme. This deck has a primer. Is it down here? Primer, I see it. Oh my god, bro. Read this? This is like the next book of Game of Thrones. Oh, so this is a combo deck. Why? Because you're saying any demon can be removal because they deal damage as they enter the battlefield? Ooh. The deck wants to do this. Deck's really explosive, wants to win in a single turn. Basically, you want to look as not dangerous as you can, then win. Your demons, you look pretty dangerous the moment people see demons. Your demons are expensive, so you want to use cost reducers and then sacrifice and reutilize all the value you can make to one explosive turn. This deck is very resilient, and you have many ways to protect your win condition, either by doing some compromises or putting yourself in a win turn next turn position. Cool. Excellent. That's so fun. Yeah, I feel like that deck looks like a lot of, you put a lot of time into it. Yeah, we both had basically the same approach with what you call it? I forget what you call it. The demons entering. Vic. What's good, dude? Chillen. I'm about to paint this model to completion. This bad boy. Right here. But I'm gonna do my best. You better give him some German gray pants. I wonder what time it is in Germany right now. Word. Sounds good. Me too, bro. I got my seltzer water. My dog is scared of the fireworks. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I think like when you're just starting out like a fitness routine or exercise routine, I think I'll put it to you this way, like the human body, you know, you ever learn in school we talk about cells? And inside your cells, you have something called mitochondria. And mitochondria is slang, or the slang for mitochondria. Mitochondria is known as the powerhouse of the cell. So it's literally the thing inside the cell that generates energy. So a person that has more cells will have more, or more healthy cells, I should say, will have more mitochondria, which means they'll have more energy to perform daily tasks. So if you're sedentary, or if you're someone that doesn't exercise as much, your mitochondria level is going to be different than a person that does exercise. So when you exercise, you're building muscle, and you're creating, when I say building muscle, you're generating more cells. And the more cells you're gonna have, the more mitochondria you're gonna have, which is gonna give you excess energy. So let's say you wake up tomorrow and you have 3,000 energy for the day. And the only reason you have 3,000 energy is because that's what your body thinks you're gonna need for the day. So if you do anything that forces you to use more energy, you're going to throw off that balance. Your body's going to be like, yo, dude, you don't have enough energy to do all this stuff. You got to work, you got to do this, you got to do that. And now you're working out, bro? Like, what's going on? Your body is like, gets thrown out of whack completely. So, you know, the reason why you want to start slow, which is why I say like 1 time a week when you exercise, when you're starting, is because your body has to build up, it has to catch up to what's happening. So, and you need time to build cells. In other words, you need time to rest and heal so that you can generate more cells, so that you get to the point where you're exercising and you wake up the next day and you don't even feel like you exercised the day before. That's the goal. Because then what that would mean is that you have created so much excess energy that you, how do you say, you can handle exercising every single day, you know, in one way or another. So always start slow and then build yourself up from there, so that you can maintain a healthy pace. Because if you think about your life, Vic, you got today. Everybody on the stream right now is going to wake up at some point tomorrow when you fall asleep. And you're going to do that for the rest of your life. That's a lot of time. How many more days are you going to go to sleep and wake up, bro? God willing. You know? You have things happen through, how do you say? Persistent effort over time always trumps intense efforts immediately. You know? So just take it easy. And things must happen. Alright guys, the moment of truth. We gotta use the gold. This model's about to pop right now, dude. I love the gold on these models, man. Well, I'm not wise. Dude. I've had a lot of teachers that teach me a lot. It's the only reason I know anything. Please. Okay, cool. Okay, we got the gold. I was thinking about putting on reggaeton today, but I was like, you know what? For the first stream, let's just keep it chill. Let's not put on Daddy Yankee blasting reggaeton and hip hop and rock with. I was planning on doing that with all of these things on at one time while I was doing this. But I was like, you know what? Let's just keep it chill today. Peace out, Vic. Damn. Yeah, life is like that. It goes like this. Just go with the flow. I appreciate you, Vic. You do what you gotta do, bro. Just go have fun. I command you to go have fun. The gold. Oh, I should probably put the gold paint on the screen. Oh yes, this is the perfect gold. See, I put this gold as a base coat first. And then after this, we put a lighter gold. Why did that sound just sound like dropping water? Now, my only question right now is, what did I color this on my other models? Oh, brother. I actually have to look at a picture. I grabbed my phone. I think I just painted that gold too. But I'd rather just check to make sure. Wisin y Yandel, I could do that. Oh man, this is about to turn into Aguada, Puerto Rico, out of nowhere. This whole thing. This is about to get. I will definitely put on Wisin y Yandel one of these days. Where is the orc? There he is. No, it's not him. That's him. Okay, so no, he's red. The fur is red. And then that part is gold. Okay. Well, that's why we looked. So, gold brush is this one. Okay, so this right here is gonna be gold. That fur is gonna be red. Thank you for liking the video. I saw that. Didn't think I was gonna see that? Huh? Well, I saw. So this has to be gold. So I put this gold on first, and then I put an even lighter gold. It's called polished gold over this gold, and it's so bright, but it's so watery. Like, it's not thick paint. So I have to put another gold on first that's a bit thicker, just so that it covers space. Because otherwise it just looks too, like see-through. It doesn't actually cover anything in the background. But then it just looks so clean, dude. It looks so clean. I think I just got some gold on his ears. We could fix it later. I want the golden orcs to become a full-time part of orc lore in Warhammer 40k. I have a Warhammer YouTube channel, and we have a running joke on the YouTube channel that one day I'm gonna play against Henry Cavill in a Warhammer game, the guy who played Superman. And if I do, I'm gonna play the Golden Orcs. I'm bringing the Golden Orcs, dude. I get like random messages sometimes from people. They're like, well, you better be ready for Henry. I'm like, you guys, you know, that's my favorite part about YouTube, man, is how funny people are, dude. Everybody's always about drama and this and that, and I'm sitting there with the YouTube channel, I'm like, yo, you guys are taking stuff way too seriously, bro. It's not that serious. People are they're typing words to the internet, bro. I'm just sitting here cracking up. Like, there isn't a day that goes by where, like, I don't look at my YouTube comments and I'm not just, like, inside the store reading comments and, like, burst out laughing and everybody starts staring at me. Like, what's up? Why are you laughing so loud? But, like, if you had a YouTube channel, you would know. Okay, I think that's gonna be a little gold patch right there, too. I got the majority of the gold, no, the gun. The golden gun from GoldenEye. It one shots. Animated stuff? They have animated, like, music videos? Oh, are you talking about Warhammer? I thought you were talking about Wisin and Yandel animated. I was like, Wisin and Yandel? Yeah, dude, I have Warhammer Plus, and it's great. It's so great. I've read too. This is the only time I ever really, I'm not really that much of a reader. But, like, I'm obsessed with the Alpha Legion. Like, obsessed with the Alpha Legion. I love the Alpha Legion Warhammer. And my dog is back. I wonder, can you guys hear the fireworks or no? He's just... I know, you don't. Well, I highly recommend Warhammer to anybody. If you're looking to get into a new game, if you want to have a sublime video game experience, or not even video game, just like gaming experience. Papa, okay, you do that, whatever. Warhammer. There's nothing like it, bro. Sitting down and like with your painted models. Hito, get away from that. It's really fun. Okay, so we got the gold on there. I think what I want to do next is I gotta grab the red. I think, what color red was that? Okay, I know. I'll be right back in a second. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I always say, like, when we're talking about Warhammer, no. Okay. Well, that's weird. Okay. Whoa, this thing's overflowing. I gotta clean. Look, I've been working at GameStop for, like almost 10 years. So like I would just sit around and sell video games and warranties to video games and pre-order games and just sell people on video games, basically, for like people that are obsessed with games and then people that like have never really played video games before, and try to make as many sales as possible. And I'll tell you that Warhammer 40K is like one of the most engaging, like, to be real, like painting and doing all this stuff, brother. If I could just buy a pre-painted army, pre-built, pre-painted, like I would just do that. You know? But the game is so much fun that I'll do this. It's fine. I'll put up with it. I'll learn how to paint. I'll learn how to build. I'll learn how to do all this stuff because it's just so fun to be at a table playing 40K, bro. It is very good. It's getting kind of late, bro. I know what time it is for you guys. It's 10 o'clock for me. Just about. All right, let's do this. Okay, trying to be kind of careful right now. Don't want to put any paint on the spot. I don't really need to. Okay, we're getting there. Just need to put like some black inside there to create a little depth and contrast, and that'll look better. Got that. I think I missed a spot for the gold over here on his cloth right here. Should just be gold. Okay. I don't know why his face. I gotta clean up his face, dude. Oh, look at that. Off to the side needs a little more red. Okay, now I need like a small, like a small brush. Now here's where this model starts to transform a little bit. This is where things start to change. Because what I can do now is I can set them all to the side. I'll let me zoom out the camera so y'all can see. So if you can see his face, let me actually zoom back in. If you can see his face, you'll see where it looks kind of like not completely orange in some spots than it does versus others, and that's like on purpose. I don't want to cover or make it too put too much paint on the model, because what I'm gonna do right now is zoom out. I'm gonna take this brush. You notice it's like kind of small, but it's has bristles. It's kind of like thick, I guess. What we'll do is we'll take, you see these oranges, this orange brown looks a bit more like this skin tone to me, definitely a little bit brighter. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this orange brown, I'm gonna shake it up just to mix the paint. Yeah. Yo, boy, thank you, yo. Lazy boy, thank you, bro. You the first real OG of my life, dude. I will forever remember you. Lazy boy couch. Thanks for liking the video, whoever liked the video. Thank you, bro. You a real one, cuz. So we put that there, and now I have that is that orange brown. I'm gonna take this, I'm gonna put a little bit on the brush. Right, so right now it's just a little bit of paint. Then I'm gonna take this paper towel, I'm gonna find a spot, and I'm gonna brush the paint off like this. And you want to do this until you lightly see paint start coming off. It shouldn't be like super dark, which means that the most of it should be taken off. Then I can go over to the model here and I'll brush that dried up paint on top of this. And if you'll notice, it'll start to fill in those gray spots on the model. And at the same time, start to create like a contrasting like a lighter color than what was previously there. See, it's kind of like a bit orange, a bit lighter. Yo, but Lazy Boy Couch, for real, bro. Thank you for becoming a member, dude. You really like, Yeah, I feel like as a YouTuber, you create content, you're not really sure if people dig what you're doing. But when you became that member, bro, I was like, oh, this is real. This is getting real. Thank you, man. I really appreciate it, bro. It's not about the money. It's about the confidence to continue to work, you know? To believe in yourself. You made me believe in me. A little bit darker. I feel like you're really gonna notice it when I do this over his face. There we go. Okay, moment of truth. So putting that over his face a little bit. A little bit on his belly. And now it's looking a bit more alive, right? I think it looks a bit better. Like, it doesn't look as gray on certain spots. You still see the dark orange in some areas, but it'll start to catch that that lighter color. I think it's looking great. Orange brown is such a nice color. I love the color orange, if you couldn't tell. All right, I'm gonna take this. We can do it again one more time over the hand. And then we go to secret technique number 2. It goes over here. Yep, and now his hand's a bit brighter. Maybe back here. Nice. Cool, guys. It's getting there. Okay, and now we do one. Now, look how bright this is, dude. This one is really bright. Let's see. Yeah, we got some of that on there. Okay, look. So we're gonna take this. Let me shake it, actually. Only creators I've seen that teach how to think, not what to think. Yeah. Yeah, I think it's... I just want people to learn how to play the game. It's like my focus. I want to be on, like... anywhere, really. Put me on, who knows? I feel like I want to get to the point where I feel like I can teach anyone to play, and not only to play, but have fun. Anyone. That's like my goal. Okay. Moment of truth. The real highlight. Okay. Yeah, I think the skin, if I compare that to here on the other model, yeah, it's looking very similar. Very similar now. And then once you have this done, I can take a very pointed brush, which can be this one, I think, yeah. And then I'm gonna I gotta wet this. Actually, we're gonna wet this paint just a little bit. And then what you do with this is we'll take this and we'll run this along, like if you see his face, like the edges of the face. So like the crown of the eyes, like over here. Make sure it comes off clean. And then I'm gonna, one second, let me focus. I think that's too much water on the brush. Right there, a little bit right there, the nose, and then should make his face pop out. Like, it's very faint, but I think that's the point. Take something like this, put that there, that's raised. It's raised basically on the spots where you think the sun is going to be hitting. And then over here on the hand, maybe on the knuckles a little bit. Smooth that out slightly. And then the arms too will look a bit brighter. I mean, if I could do side by side with what this looked like before, it would be tremendously different. Tremendously different. But I mean, if we look at, oh, well, I can do this. This is the OG version. And this is where we're at now. So it still has like that dark orange undertone, like on the areas, like beneath over here on the bottom. But it definitely makes the models look a bit brighter so that when you're on the table playing, like they pop. Dude, this model looks tough, bro. I like this model right here. It's pretty cool looking. But yeah. And then let me just add a little bit more orange over here. And then a little bit on the back of the arm. This painting method would be considered something called slap chop. But it's like, I like to use it as a way for me to know where the model should be painted lighter and then darker in some spots. So like I could take this orange and I could put it inside this corner into here, but to me it looks more natural for it to be darker there because his clothes are creating like a shadow above this spot. So I feel like it looks more natural if it's a bit darker on that spot. You know? So that's that. Let's put the gold over the gold. Where's the bright gold? So this is basically water gold. I gotta shake this. Okay. You know, I always feel like when I go to bed after listening to this music, I fall asleep so much easier. Random statement of the day. All right, this is the gold that we had earlier over here, and now we got the super watery bright gold. That's just basically we're gonna place over the gold that we had previously to really make it like shine. Let me get some water on this brush. To really make it shine. The golden orcs. Because you play orcs, you have to do this 19 more times. Because there's 20 orcs in one unit. Or generally 10, but I'm playing 20. Okay. So now the gold should be a bit brighter than it was before. And it definitely is. You know what's missing right now is me painting the eyes. When the eyes are not there and the mouth is all one color, like it just doesn't look right. That's why I normally paint the eyes. I put red. It looks like red and then a white dot. So what if I go like this? Do I really put red like that? Oh, I put Blood Angels red. Do I have Blood Angels red here? No. And I have white though. Yeah, let me paint his mouth and his eyes so that it looks like an actual thing. Thank you for liking the video. What's up, Gravity Hammer? Hey, yo, Gravity Hammer. I got my, this. Need that one. All right. Okay, so now I need that brush that I had before that was very pointed, which is this one. Yep. Okay, 14 likes. Wow, thank you. I see that. So now we got that going on, a little bit of that action. I put this red right here just to add a little bit of redness. To the model. Could throw blood on the axe to make it look cool. I just realized I totally did that off camera. Yeah, I mean, you can I think like the money thing, you got to look at 40K like you're saving up for a PlayStation or an Xbox. Just buy an army on eBay or some wholesale thing. And then you can start buying individual models. I think the people that are just buy individual models and build from scratch, like, yo, like, that's an experience, bro. Oh, it's so funny. The lore is definitely, I read a lot of, not a lot, for one is a lot. I read Alpha Legion books. If you want like espionage, like really cool, intense, like Warhammer lore, Alpha Legion is always super interesting. It's always a very fun read. There was a book I was reading one time about the Alpha Legion, and there was this Inquisitor going around like looking for this Alpha Legionnaire or something that he was obsessed with. And so obsessed with it that people were actually accusing him of being a heretic. And oh yeah, it's a great game. And what ended up happening was where are you, dog? Okay. 1 second. I really gotta lean into the. Oh, nice. That's gonna be fun, dude. Yeah, the books are great, man. But they actually ended up, I gotta paint his eye. 1 second. It's so difficult to do. Yeah, so the Inquisitor had this Space Marine who was like his bodyguard, and he was there to protect him. And then the main Alpha Legion dude went onto a ship where that Inquisitor was to get like this artifact, and basically the Alpha in this Space Marine was like a beast, dude. This guy was like huge. And oh, I think I totally messed it up. I think I need a different brush. But what's easy about this is like I can always just go back and grab a little bit more. That's why I put this on first. Because if I do mess up, all I need to do is just wipe off the white, throw on the red again, and then just start over. Well, like, when the Space Marine was fighting the Alpha Legionnaire, the Chaos Space Marine, I'm reading this book and I'm like, oh my god, this is like the final fight of the whole game. This is gonna be so crazy. The Space Marine is such a beast. How is this guy gonna do anything to this guy? And then out of nowhere, they're fighting and they get like within like punching range of one another, and they start trying to like trade blows. And then the Alpha Legionnaire like grabs him and then starts like I'm reading this, right? And it's just like, he throws his punch, he dives onto the ground, he shoots the bullet, he dodges, and it's going on this for like a whole page. And then out of nowhere, he's like, he dives down, he gets within range where they're gonna start punching each other, and then it's like the Alpha Legionnaire grabs him, and then he starts saying words like random words like please keep this record card, which includes whatever information about this that you've received. Like just saying like random words, and I'm like, why would he be saying that to him right now in the little fight? Doesn't make any sense. And then out of nowhere, the Marine he was fighting against snapped out of it. He just stopped fighting him and looked at him, and then he was like, the book said the fight stopped, And then he looked at him and he was like, whoa. And then the Alpha Legionnaire, the leader, was like, he's like, snap out of it. Remember what you were here to do. I just brought you out of hypnosis. So he basically took his own soldier, hypnotized him into thinking that he was another space marine in another faction, another army. He became a leader inside that army, so much so and so trusted that he would work together with that Inquisitor so that he can keep an eye on him the entire time while he knew he was trying to find that thing. Got into a fight with his own friend, used hypnosis again to take him out of the trance so that he could they could both gang up on the dude, on the Inquisitor, bro. It was so crazy, dude. I was like my mind was literally blown, dude. The book is called I was like, what, dude? I'll find the book right now. Harrow Master. Renegades Harrow Master. It's this. That one. But I just told you, so I don't know if you want to read it now. I gotta fix this guy's eyeball. There we go. He's a little back to normal. I gotta find a better brush for the eye. Ooh, that would be tough. You're right. With the sisters, dude. Them girls are crazy, dude. The Repentia. Throw that red in there. All right, back to square one. I gotta find a brush that I can yeah, just like that. Cool. Oh, it was excellent. It was definitely like one of the best reading moments of my of my life. Oh yeah, the Necron Precon is excellent. You're right. I've lost to that before. Tis a good precon. Okay, I have to remember. Oh yeah, I need the brush. Which one? You know, I wish I had like a dot. Like, I don't even know if I want paint. I wish there was like a marker that was like white. Or like very tiny. Okay, I think I found one. Maybe brush. Maybe number 2. All right, I'm gonna take this. Bro, you know what I just realized? Yo, I think the sound was off like this entire time. It should be good now. Yeah, I knocked out the I knocked out the sound by accident. I leaned over the camera too far. Okay, I think that's it. Well, with the eyes at least. You see how much better it looks when the eyes are painted? To me, that's like night and day, dude. Alright. I mean, from where we started, if you want to see before and after. That's basically what we started with over there. I still gotta do the pants and stuff, and the mouth, and the gun. Let's add pale sand. Thank you, lazy boy. This is fun. You know, I didn't even think that people were gonna even watch this stream. 124 people clicked on this video today, which is amazing to me. I think that in the future we can plan streams, and then we can plan to do Magic the Gathering stuff on stream. I just needed something to do because I didn't think people were gonna show. Just so that's related to the channel. Then I think when we do video games and stuff, I'll do that on Twitch. Yo, what do you think about live streaming at the gym, bro? So I've been live streaming there, but like on the treadmill. What if I get off the treadmill? It's looking a lot better. I think it would be fun. Just have to make sure my phone is charged. Yeah. I mean, bro, I have like so many clips right now just sitting on my memory card. Like so many clips right now sitting on the memory card. But I'm just like, oh wait. I love it, dude. This is so cool. Okay. And then what I need next is the brown. Looks like the paint is stuck. I already have a 40k channel. Although I should call it Garden State 40k. I don't really upload on that channel though. There we go. Some of that brown. Take this brush. Oof, my favorite commander. The question of a lifetime. In what way my favorite commander? My favorite commander to play, my favorite commander to play against, my favorite commander deck. I think if I had to pick my favorite commander ever, and I feel like that has a lot to do with, oh man, there's so many ways I could answer that question. I think if we're gonna say by art, my favorite deck, okay, yeah, that's a different way to think about it. My favorite deck to play, You know which ones? I don't. Oh wow. This deck. How do I say this? I don't think anybody else. I don't think. You know a deck I really like? I'll say this one. Even though I've played this deck like one time, like maybe twice. And it's for a good reason, because it's counterspell tribal. Kind of, but those counter spells are like 4-5 mana, and every time I cast one of these counter spells, they draw me a card. So it's not like it's like 0 mana counter spells. Like, no, like it takes all of my mana basically to cast counters. So it doesn't feel as bad, and I can't counter like everything because they don't cost 1 mana. The commander is, do you know who? I'm actually gonna grab the picture right now. Scryfall. I think I've talked about this commander deck on the channel before, actually. Oh, perfect. Look at this. Look at this commander. This is the commander to that deck, Jadzi. So basically, like, every time I cast an instant or sorcery spell, I reveal the top card of my library. If it's a non-land card, I can cast it by paying 1 mana rather than paying its mana cost. And then on the other side of this card is a card that says Journey to the Oracle. You may put any number of land cards from your hand onto the battlefield for 4 mana. Then if you control 8 or more lands, you may discard a card. If you do, return Journey to the Oracle to its owner's hand. Oh, okay, so if I cast it, I can then just put it back into my hand if I have 8 or more lands. So that I can play Jadzi afterwards. And it says I can discard a card to return Jadzi back to my hand, which is excellent. So the way the deck works is, it's like the counter spells that I was talking about earlier, but I just have like Galta, like that's where is it? Yeah, this one. Like, that's not it. Over here. Yeah, so we have like the giant green creatures like Galta, the just huge green things. There's the like things like this. So what ends up happening is like, I'll just do that. I don't have this card, but I could definitely add this card to the deck if I owned it one day. I don't own this. But you basically just counter spells, look at the top card of your library, and then you see things like this, and then you pay 1 mana, and then you get a 12/12 a trample for 1 mana after you countered somebody's spell and drew a card. And then there's another card called what is it called? There's a card that lets you enter the battlefield, that just lets you manipulate the cards on the top of your deck. So like, I get to I pay 5 mana, look at 5 cards, and then take 1, put it on the top. It's a blue card. And so it gets to the point where when I start countering the spells, I know what I'm getting on the top. It just turns into like, people, when it starts happening, people like, they're like, oh my god. It gets really funny. And it's cool because like it's just, when you get countered by like a 5 mana counter spell, it doesn't feel as bad as if you cast like a negate or like a fierce guardianship for free. You know, people seem to not mind it as much. And because they're like 5 mana counter spells, like I can't counter everything. So it tends to people seem to have fun with it. I'll say people tolerate it, but I like the randomness of it. It feels like when people play that one commander that creates eggs, and then you just reveal from the top when you destroy an egg and it turns into something. Feels like that. Or Mael of the Anima. Feels like that. After watching videos the other day, slammed like 25 of the most hateful cards in it, and I love it. Cool, dude. Yeah, I've yet to play a game with Valgavoth, bro. I gotta get on that. Seems like a fun commander to play. Alright, so now that we have his pants painted, the brown, everything's kind of coming in together now. The wrists are painted. Now we do the blend. So we take this, it's called Gray Castle, and we combine that with this Brigadine Brown. So we'll get like a half, like a mixture of the two. That's very droopy looking paint. So we'll take this, grab a little bit of that, we'll mix it. To get like a brownish, like a grayish brown. And then what I'll do is I'll go over here, and you see how like it's kind of highlighted already because of the light. And I'll take a bit of that paint and I'll brush this along that spot over there. Let's just take some of just a straight gray. Put that there. Over here. Dry out a little bit. So it starts to look, instead of looking like monotone, like one color, it'll start to gain like a different tone. See, that's a bit much. It needs to be a bit darker. And then put that right there, put that right there, along the top of that pant, over there. Ooh, I didn't realize he had more of the. This should be brown. Yep. That should be brown. Is this ASMR? Word. That was, you know what the music, they're called binaural beats. It like the music on purpose sends two different frequencies into each headphone and forces your brain to sync with it, and it puts your brain like in a relaxed state. Or an alpha brainwave state, as I think what it would technically be called. I put this stuff on when I want to like relax and chill. Helps me fall asleep like really fast. It's got a little bit of the gold kind of on the side. Yo, this is kind of tough, guys. This is kind of tough. I really like this model right now. I think it's coming together pretty well. Alright, and then I gotta put some of this on the top over here because of the sun. Making it look a little bit brighter. And then over here as well. Cool, full power. Yeah, maybe we keep this vibe going. I was about to be blasting DMX when I got on stream, and I was like, you know what? Let me not do that right now. Okay. Whoa. I think this spot needs to be a bit brighter. There we go. Okay. Me either. Right? That's what it was kind of meant to mimic. I think this looks excellent, dude. I think this is so fun. This is what it started as. We started with that and turned it into this, that, this, that, that. Golden oaks. Perfect. I think the only thing I'm missing here is like changing this over here into a different color, the little bullets. You want to see the vehicles? I have a vehicle. I gotta zoom out. Zooming out. Oh my god, it's I forget his name right now. Somebody say his name. Look. Okay, so look, we got this. It's a kill rig. So this is one of the vehicles. This one's not really finished at all. It's basically primed. But I got like some of the dudes that I have to finish painting on here. But this guy right here is pretty much done. The giant bull dude. And then here's the real vehicle though. This one's pretty much done. The truck. All gold. So that other model will look a little more like this. So I put like a black metallic color over here with like red on it. You have the orcs chilling, but I could make their skin a little bit brighter. A bit brighter of an orange. But I think it looks clean. Yeah, I want just like fully gold orcs. You know, seeing these things, I can't wait till I play my first game and we see all of them on the table. Like, you know, these guys are probably gonna be sitting in them like this, and then they go roll up to a spot, and then you could spend a CP to like cause the things to just do this. They hop out and then these things blast dudes. You get like 10 of these guys. These are called flash gits, bro. Flash gits do so much damage, dude. Flash gits, like these guns right here, when they hit a space marine, they kill a space marine in one shot. And there's 10 of them inside of a group, and they shoot as a group together 40 times, which is just devastating. It's so many bullets that they had to nerf them very hard, and they did, but it's fun. So yeah, I got a whole army of that. I got Tyranids, Dark Angels. It's super fun. Yeah, dude, Warhammer is just exactly. It is insanity. The best kind of insanity. But yeah, guys, it's 10:52. I've been streaming right now for 3 hours. Oh, brother, yo, some people actually they do that. They turn them into trucks like that. It's super cool. But I think that I have a lot more painting to do over here, and it's getting late. So yeah, I'm gonna be periodically going on stream a lot more often. And we'll go from there. Slowly build like momentum. Oh, brother, that would be sick. RC Titans would be everything. Maybe we'll get something like that one day. But yo, I'm gonna head out. I gotta go to sleep. Yo, full power. I'll catch you next time, bro. Guys, Discord is available. It is in the description. That way, I'll just you guys will be notified immediately when I go live over there, and you could just chill with everyone and talk with everyone over there. Everybody's super cool. All right, and you can submit your deck lists and stuff, because in the future we're going to be going over deck lists a lot during these streams. A lot more Magic. I didn't think anybody was going to be on the stream today. We had 134 people here today, which is cool. So that's why there's no Magic today. But in the future, we'll talk about what we're going to do on stream, and then we'll show up on stream, do all the Magic stuff, and then if I have time after that, then I'll do things like this, or we can play video games. So we'll figure something out, okay? Yeah, always remember, everybody, okay? Eat healthy, all right? Work out every single day. Most importantly, you guys remember to believe in yourself, all right? Yo, peace out, people. Have a good night.